How you doing, people? It's your boy Donald Wonder, back to do a quick movie review for a movie that's getting a lot of high acclaim, but due to certain circumstances, it's not getting the attention it deserves, nor the distribution, nor the awareness. And you know me, that's what I'm all about here at Tyro Media, so let's get into it.
Tyro Media.
Alrighty, so today we're talking about Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer is a 2013-2014 South Korean action movie, sci-fi action movie I should add. And the controversy with this film, before we get into the review, is basically the director had a really interesting concept in mind. Now this movie is based off a French graphic novel, I believe, and when the director completed the movie, I think it was 2.5 hours or something, and the director wanted it in its full effect. It was released in Korea in late 2013, but because of a dispute between the director and the distributor, which I believe was a Weinstein company, they wanted a cut version where they wanted some narration at the beginning and at the end to ease the story for the audience. The director was not having it. He said, I want my movie the way I want it. Because of that, this movie's been delayed. It hasn't been given a wide release up until June, July this year, 2013 in America. In the UK, still kind of delayed, still kind of got screenings. Basically, the distribution, the promotion, everything, the awareness for the movie has been a total mess. And that's a damn shame because you know what? This is a damn good sci-fi action movie with a really good concept. If you guys want to hear this whole thing about the controversy, I'll put a link in the description, but let's get on with the review. So the plot and the story to the Snowpiercer is about this world train that goes around the world because the geniuses that we are, the human race, we try to battle global warming by sending these chemical missiles into the air, but the only thing we did was we started a new ice age. So we live on this world super train that travels the world in 365 days, and the train is broken up into classes. Like at the front of the train, you've got the rich, the wealthy, the living good, the living large, and at the back of the train, you got the slaves, the peasants, the oppressed, living in the slums, living like shit, being killed, abused, what have you. And the plot of the movie is the people in the back, they want to take over the front of the ship, get rid of the engine, or stop the engine so they can, bring some uniformity to the whole train, free themselves, whatever. And as you can see in the movie, this has been attempted before, but, well, this movie starts at a period where obviously something big's going to happen. Now, the funny thing about this movie is it's an all-star, mostly American cast. We've got Captain America, Chris Evans, we've got Octavia Spencer, we've got this guy and that gal and these people, and the cast, the acting is really, really good in this movie. I mean, the thing is, when I think of the plot, it reminds me of like a Streets of Rage kind of idea. You got one giant stage, one giant level. It feels like a platform game where you're just going straight through. You're going through different worlds, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing because it's a crazy idea for the story, but the actors give a lot of emotion to this plot, and the storyline is quite serious. Even when you see how they're living in the back, and when you get to learn more about what exactly is going on, the finer details, especially with Chris Evans' character, it's actually a little bit disturbing and even more darker than I thought. But anyway, let's get on to the presentation. This is one damn good-looking movie, okay? The visual effects, the visual design of the sets are great. The back of the train looks grimy, looks dirty, looks greasy. The costume design is really good. I had a real feel that I could envision that kind of period. Then as they go through the different sections of the train, the better sections, they look more lavish and beautiful. And you got the rich scene, you got the classroom scene, you've got the final engine room. It all looks good. And it's kind of sad this movie hasn't got that cinematic distribution, or it's been released so limitedly, because this is a movie you would really appreciate in the cinema. And yes, I will tell you right now, if you can see it in the cinema, you should. But since the release is like this, I guess you're going to have to see it on a big screen. But the bottom line is it has got that cinematic flair. There's some CG. When you see the outside of the train going through the snowland earth, obviously CG, but it's good, looks good. The action is awesome. Awesome, kind of gruesome. There's one scene in particular that's got to do with tunnels and torches. That's all I'm going to say, no spoilers. Very memorable. In 2014, even with all the sci-fi crazy superhero movies out, Snowpiercer, tunnel scene still sticks out to me as one of the best action scenes I've seen this year. And it's just so gritty and down to earth. I just enjoyed that. I enjoyed that shit immensely. Not much I can say about the sound per se. The dialogue's pretty good. It's written well. The script is written well. Ultimately, getting back to the story, the ending is, it's good. It's okay. It's what I expected. Again, this isn't a masterpiece of writing. To be honest with you, the storyline's actually kind of basic. But I like the flow of the story. The movie is 2 hours. I believe, the movie was ultimately released in its uncut fashion. So it's about 2 hours and a bit. You know what? The movie does feel 2 hours, but it moves at a good pace. Maybe the Weinsteins had a good idea, cutting it down a little bit, but 20 minutes might have been too much. Bottom line is, the version I saw was fine. Honestly, I think it's fine. And I'm sure if this is what the director wanted as his vision, I think that's fine. I think if you add some more narrative dialogue in the beginning and at the end, just, you don't need to be babied down that much. The movie is good as it is. Like I said, 2 hours. There was a little bit empty space here and there that could have been cut, but you know what? I'm kind of nitpicking. It's a good movie overall. The acting's good, and honestly, let me stop and just say, Chris Evans, you know, he's winning me over with Captain America. He's being that serious character. And in this, again, he's showing that the guy's got range. He's pulling off these more emotional characters. And he steals the movie, man. He's a really good actor. He's really coming off my eyes. And again, it's a shame this movie doesn't get the distribution it deserves, because Octavia Spencer and all the other actors as well, this is a good piece for everyone inside. And let me not also say there are some Asian actors in this movie that bring the diversity. They speak Japanese or Chinese. I do apologize, I don't even know which one it was. They had it translated there. And I just like the diversity. It was real, good action, good story, decent pace. Definitely, I can understand why this movie is being hyped. If you can see Snowpiercer, see it in the cinema if you can. If you can't, you know what? I'll tell you my rating right now. It's a very, very high solid B. The only reason it's not a first class is the storyline isn't so outstanding. The whole movie on the whole is memorable, but you know, for me, it might be getting just a little bit to that point of overhypeness, because everyone's saying it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's a very, very good movie. Very, very underrated movie. It's a shame that it doesn't get the distribution it deserves, but ultimately, the storyline isn't mind-blowing. But for what it is, it's a fantastic sci-fi movie. Definitely one of the best I've seen in the last 2013, 2014. So for that alone, high solid B. There you go. Check out Snowpiercer, people. You won't regret it. So anyway, that's my very quick review, or I hope it was quick, for Snowpiercer. People, if you want to see more movie reviews, leave a comment down below and let me know. And let me know what you think of Snowpiercer. Do you think it deserves a wider release? Do you think everyone should see it in the cinema? Do you think it's the best movie of 2014? Let me know. That's it for Tyro Media and my motor mouthness. I'll see you guys on the next one. This is Donald Wonder signing off saying peace.